not associate with non-devotees, namely men in government service and men engaged in materialistic activity for sense gratification or in the service of others. Such men are considered vishayi, materialistic. It is said, Nishkinchanasya bhagavat vajanamukhasya param jigimeshor bhava sagarasya sadarshanam vishayinam atayoshitam cha hahantahanta vishabhakshato vyasado. A person who is very seriously engaged in cultivating devotional service with a view of crossing the ocean of nations and who has completely abandoned all material activities should never see a Shudra, a Vaishya or a woman. This is from Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka 8:23. This is Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka was composed by Kavi Karnapura, and he was considered like the supreme poet. And in this verse you can see how he plays with Sanskrit. He says, Param Param, Hahanta Hanta. And I had my good friend Gopinath Acharya Prabhu, he studied Kavi Karnapura's poetry, so yeah. Mora sparshe nakari lagrina vettabhaya, mora darshan toma veda vishadaya. You do not fear the Vedic injunction stating that you should not associate with the Shudra. You are not contemporants of my touch, although in the Vedas you are forbidden to associate with Shudras. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Ginanjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. What is especially enchanting feature or especially enchanting aspect of Chaitanya Charitamrita is the sweetness that you can see from the dealings that the devotees have with each other. Especially how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would deal with his devotees. And this is a very enchanting feature, and many devotees prefer Chaitanya Charitamrita to Srimad Bhagavatam for this aspect, because it's very sweet. I don't know how it's with you, but many devotees say this to me, like, because Bhagavatam is sometimes can be a little bit dry, although you have stories. And here, but you have this sweetness, this amrita, this nectar. And it's very instructive also for us, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching. He came to this as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach how to be a devotee. And in every Leela, he's teaching us how to be a devotee. In the previous chapter, what was happening, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited, which place did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visit?
Karmakshetra.
Yeah, but in the previous chapter, he was meeting with one. It was happening in chapter 7. Yeah, he was meeting Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in Jagannath Puri, and there. There's the whole story goes, he converted Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, there's this special devotee. His name is Ramananda Roy. I think you should go and meet him and talk with him. And this is okay. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, okay, if you say so, I'll go. And this is what is happening now. He's going and he's meeting Ramananda Roy. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramananda Roy met previously, but because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was not a devotee, for him Ramananda Roy was a bit funny. He could not appreciate Ramananda Roy, because Ramananda Roy was a Rasika Bhakta. He was a very, let's say, uncommon in his behavior. And there's one article by one scholar that would brand Ramananda Roy as a Sahajiya. Because if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, what Ramananda Roy would do, he would massage young ladies. He was massaging them. And if you take it externally, I mean, wow. Just can you imagine if you would come to Brahmachari ashram and you see one of the grihastas with, like, let's say 6 or 7 ladies, and he was just partying with them, talking Krishna Leela. How would you feel? But I don't know exactly, I couldn't find where this part is, but you can find in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Ramananda Roy had this type of behavior. But then Prabhupada comments that he was actually a very advanced person. I found 2 interesting things about him. In verse 23, Prabhupada mentions that Sri Ramananda Roy was an incarnation of a Gopi Vishaka. And then in some other instances, you can also read in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Ramananda Roy was incarnation of Arjuna. Both Arjuna as Krishna's friend and Gopi Arjuna. There's a Gopi Arjuna in Vrindavan. So these 2 aspects, and I just couldn't reconcile. How is this possible? Anyhow, this is what Kavi Karnapura says is in his Chaitanya. What's it called, this book? Gaura Ganadesha Deepika. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi, and even more than that, he was from Brahminical family. And Ramananda Roy was, what he says about himself, was a Shudra. Because why? Because he was serving the king. He was serving the king Prataparudra. And it is considered that a person who accepts service is a Shudra. A person who serves somebody else is a Shudra. So then you may think where would we fit? Because we all have jobs, we all serving somebody. So in that category we would all classify as a Shudra. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said because of his learning and because of his spiritual understanding, he was de facto Brahmana. And because of these 2 things, social consideration, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being a sannyasi and a Brahmana, and Ramananda Roy being a Shudra on one hand, there are certain restrictions how they can meet socially. You have to remember this is 16th century Bengal, and things are a little bit different than they are today. So things are a little bit different. And some of you who went to on my previous class, I spoke a little bit about this. Because, and you see this, that sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very strict. Like, he didn't want to see Maharaj Prataparudra. He didn't want to hear the singing of a woman. He said, I'm a sannyasi, I cannot do that. But then on the other hand, he's embracing Ramananda Roy, who's a Shudra. So you have these 2 types of behavior here. Because sometimes his social conventions are important, but he takes the principle. He takes the principle that anyone who is Krishna conscious, anyone who has spiritual understanding is worthy of my association. Prabhupada starts with a purport quoting Bhagavad Gita. He's saying that a little bit controversial verse. Because I was giving a seminar on Bhagavad Gita and we came to this verse. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, as well as Shudras, workers, can attain the supreme destination. And then I just read the verse, and then one Indian person asked me, why is Krishna saying that women are of lower birth? How is Krishna saying that women are of lower birth? But then again, you have to understand things in a social context. Why is considered, and Prabhupada clarifies this here, what Papa Yonaya. Papa means sin or a low-born family, Or another translation of the word papa can be misfortunate.